big potential for them. And then you have Tristana for late game, and every single carry from your R ranged if you want to start pushing down these towers with Woolite. But SK Gaming, it's a very skirmish-focused comp.
Done his job. The strategy that SK employed a few minutes ago has worked out, and now with the numbers advantage, he may be making a move. Vander, that's a great Howling Gale. Doesn't get knocked up, but he's slowed. Everybody dives. First blood secured by Svenskeren. Just way out of place and all too easy for SK.
Yeah, nice knockup, but not really paying attention to how many players SK has on this bottom side. They knew Forgiven and Enrated would show up, and Freddy was still sitting there. So just sloppy play by Vander, walking in, dying.
Freddy continues to do well in this top lane matchup. You see once again SK setting their sights on the bottom half of the map. They're looking for Woolite. Woolite does have that flash. He does have the heal. Forgiven's got in. Woolite. Rocket jumps in. He flashes out. He gets taken out. Here comes Overpower. What can he do? There's so many members of SK. The Claw of Doom takes him way out of dodge. And SK Gaming secure a single kill and all. One thing to highlight is just how good Freddy is on split push champions. This time round though, it does look like he's caught out. Overpower's been stunned. Now Freddy's gonna do a double stun. He locks up Overpower and Jankos. He crunches over the wall, manages to throw the boulder at Jankos. Jankos looking,
nice
the kick, kicks him to safety. Freddy doing work here in the spring split. Svenskeren comes back in. There's the Claw of Doom. Svenskeren goes down in the background, but Freddy gets himself 2 for 1. And Overpower looking to chase Freddy, knowing Mega Gnar's not available. He's got the support of Jankos this time round, and there's no flash. Freddy unable to stun anybody. Easily gets picked off, and that may be the cost of a dragon. SK get number 2, no one from Rocket around to steal. Actually a good play by Freddy at the end of the day.
Well, it's just
the rest of the team decides to move in there. Let's see how this plays out. Rocket trying to set in. Nukeduck is going to try to dissuade Enrated, but they're too late. They're too slow. Dragon number 3 secured by SK, and truthfully, that was successful. The best decisions, really.
Oh, Freddy, he's trying to bait it out, so he's going very aggressive, trying to force Jankos actually to go on to him. Well, rest of SK are here.
Let's see what happens. Overpower's in trouble. He's going to throw down that Glacial Doom. Jankos kicks Svenskeren back, but it's too little. It's too late. Rocket, they want the fight now. Woolite's in trouble. He gets Cataclysm down. Monsoon is going to heal him just a brief moment. Jankos is low in the background, but we see Freddy is in trouble. The next victim will be Woolite. While Rocket fighting, Vander flashes, gets cold by Forgiven.
4 people.
That's the first triple kill for Forgiven in the 2015 season. That's going to be a Baron as well.
Such a nice setup. Again, Freddy playing way too aggressive in the lane because he wanted Overpower and Jankos to jump him. As soon as it happened, well, the rest of SK joins in. Clean up the fight completely. Woolite is not strong enough. Being caught in weird position as well. He's standing in the front as the Tristana here, and Forgiven on this Lucian, really using his mid-game call. It's not about individual players here, it's just shot calling, the team game, knowing your comp and how you want to play it from the lane swap, from the items to buy level 1, being it the trailblazer for Svenskeren on jump so you can get a bit more farm, or being it the Lulu pick to fast push down. It's just been such a well-played here to cleanse ulti if she ever wants to try to get. There it is!
Oh, Enrated is the one that's been caught out. This is a desperation fight for Rocket. Overpower throws down the Hourglass. He'll be the first victim despite engaging the fight. And Freddy is continuing to buy time. There's super minions on the Nexus turrets for Rocket to deal with. And SK Gaming, he's nowhere near the damage that he needs or wants. It does look like they've caught Vander. Vander's going to be the first victim, just way out of place, way out of dodge. He's losing. Well, not really. He's taken half an hour of setup. Look at the burst. The inhibitor is secured. Back away for Baron.
I want to see take the fight. Rocket is moving down. It could go horribly wrong for them.
We are about to find out how this goes. They've gone onto Enrated. That's a Glacial Tomb on the support, but Overpower's the first victim of the fight. We see Vander going down next. Jankos, Woolite, Nukeduck doing the best they can to run away. Forgiven flashes over the wall. The building doesn't connect, but it's not needed because Fox cleans up house. Nukeduck's going to be the next one. We'll see if he gets nuked down. He does get slowed. Fox and Svenskeren set their sides. That's the clone, the flag, the drag. That's 4 for 0.
That's game.
Everything thrown at Enrated, and he gets away. SK Gaming onto the Nexus turrets. They'll be looking to close out the game in style.
Such a strong performance. I mean, from level 1, they knew exactly what was going to happen. There was no answer from Rocket. Jankos might even end up dying here. Nope, stays alive. Saves a few fantasy points.
Saves a few fantasy points. Indeed. SK Gaming onto the second to last turret. Second to last objective of the game. Freddy goes forward. Jankos will give up those fantasy points eventually. His Mega Gnar transformation happens. And SK actually very very little. It's very late.
It is. It just means SK won't pick it up, and instead they instantly just go for this Baron. Forgiven actually stayed around to the red buff. Life still back up to full HP, and Baron instead picked up for SK. So Rocket avoided them getting the 5th dragon. Couldn't really avoid them getting the dragon.
Yeah, and they
Baron.
lose the Nexus turret. It's a strong play by Fox, and I think you have to go back to that first sort of counter gank by Svenskeren. That really, really could have tilted the game in one direction or another, and it ended up being in favor of SK. So props to Sven. Inhibitor gets dropped in the middle lane. SK Gaming moving up to the top lane to set their sights on the next objective. Remember, there are no Nexus turrets. Baron buff is up. Svenskeren, Cataclysm is available, decides against it. There goes the Gnar backwards. Cataclysm goes down in the middle of the team fight. Forgiven melts Vander. Inhibitor goes down. Roccat are in retreat. That's a good slow from Fox. It's not going to matter. SK Gaming pick up the first win of 2015 by defeating Roccat convincingly in a well-controlled, well-coordinated match.
Yeah, never really any question here of who was in the lead in this game from the get-go. SK Gaming looking so strong, and a very good start for their new players as well, and kind of looking at your roster and saying, we know we have some good players, we know we can become a top team. Getting such a good start against Roccat, where a lot of people expect to be up there as well. Perfect.
Stern looks from Woolite. Definitely not a happy camper. We were expecting more from Roccat, to be fair. We were anticipating a higher level, but SK had a game plan, they executed it. The lane swap went well.
First pick Kassadin ended up paying off for SK, even though we have seen it
4-0-5.
before.
I mean, look, it wasn't the deciding factor.
No, of course not.
And I think in this setup, in this game, despite the fact that you could be critical of that support Lulu, it worked.
Yeah, I mean, the way they played it was perfect.
Yep.
I was talking about him in the pure laning phase against the Janna. You don't really have much to do, and that's again why they go for this fast push instead. All in all, SK Gaming from item builds to lane swap, it was perfect, it was pre-planned, it worked out for them. Roccat took a bit of a chance in their pick and ban phase. Couldn't get the kills early on for Nukeduck, even had to buy a Soul Steal to try and get back in the game, which I don't even think he got a single stack on.
No, 1 assist to his name. Nukeduck returning to the LCS. Not in the shiniest of fashions.